Hey guys, this is lesson 7.2 in course 2. It's titled Identifying and Classifying Angles. So make sure you have that title. Our first thing that you need to put in your notes, give me a second, pull up my tools here. The first thing you need to put in your notes is the word angle. An angle is a shape formed by two lines or rays starting from a common point, the vertex. So, copy this shape in your notes. This is a really good visual. The vertex is here. It's at the middle of an angle, and then two rays come out from either side. You measure the angle by this point using a protractor. So also copy down vertex, the point at which two line segments intersect, forming an angle. So you need to know the word vertex. That's very important. Okay, next is there are 4 types of angles. So you need to write all of these 4 down. An acute angle is this first one. Acute angle is anything between 0 and 90 degrees. I always think acute, which is like little and cute, and it's anything between 0 and 90. So it's a smaller angle. A right angle is a perfect 90-degree angle. This is what they use in construction all the time. If you look at your bedroom, those are all right angles. Obtuse, I always think of kind of big and obtuse or obese. I don't know why. But that is between 90 and 180. So those are our angles that are bigger. If I were to take a protractor, this would be bigger than 90. And then a straight angle is 180 degrees. It's just a straight line. A straight angle is a straight line. Next, we have supplementary and complementary. So, supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. Their sum is 180 degrees. So make sure you write that down. And complementary are angles whose sum is 90 degrees. Now, I always think, and you might have another way to remember this, but I think of complementary as a C and it comes first in the alphabet, and supplementary is an S and it comes second in the alphabet. So complementary adds up to 90 and supplementary adds up to 180. I don't know. I mean, it can be whatever you use, but you have to have like a memory trick. It's really important to have memory tricks in math. So if you look, 115 plus 65, if you add those together, you get 180 degrees. So those are supplementary angles. 40 plus 50 is 90, and that equals complementary angles. That's it. That's how easy it is. It's nothing too difficult, hopefully. Now, next, we have adjacent angles, vertical angles, and congruent angles. So, adjacent angles, if you think of the word adjacent, okay, adjacent just means they're next to each other. So here's angle B, and it is attached to angle A. They're adjacent, angle A and angle B. Vertical angles are angles across from each other. So vertical angles, A goes with C because they're across from each other, and they're going to equal the exact same amount. If they're across from each other, they're going to equal the exact same amount. And then angles B and D are across from each other, and they're going to equal the same amount. So if I said A was 80 degrees, C would also be 80 degrees. Congruent angles have the same measure. So, like when I was just saying that these are the same, A and C are congruent, and B and D are congruent because vertical angles are congruent. Okay? Congruent just means that they are the same. There's another word for same. Congruent. Okay, so try these two problems. Number one, if angle A and angle B are supplementary, what is the measure of angle A when angle B is 24? So push pause and try this problem. Okay, so keyword is supplementary. I know that C equals 90 and S is 180, so it has to equal 180. So I want A plus B to be 180. Well, they told me B is 24. So B is 24. So I need to figure out what's A plus 24 to get 180. So I subtract that from 180, and I see that my answer is 156 degrees. And then if I added 24 to that, 4 plus 156 is 160, plus 20 is 180. So I know that that is correct. Okay, number two. If angle C and angle D are complements, if angle C is 15, what's the measure of D? So try that real quick. Okay, so I know complements are 90 degrees. So C plus D has to be 90. And I know C is 15 plus D, and I need to get 90. So I'm going to subtract that, and that would equal 75 degrees. 75 plus 15 is 90. Okay, find the measures of angles 1, 2, 3, and 4 if angle 4 is 53 degrees. So try this real quick, and then we'll correct. Okay, so 4. I know 4 is 53 degrees, okay? Now, vertical angle is the one directly across from it, which is 2, and I know that those are congruent. So I know that 2 is also 53 degrees. Now, how do I figure out the other two? Well, if I look at this line right here, that is a straight angle. So what that means is angle 1 and angle 2 should equal 180 degrees because they are on a straight line. If you look at this, this is the straight line. 1 is here, 2 is here. They make up that 180 degrees. Well, I know 2 is 53. So I know 2 is 53. And then I just need to subtract that from both sides, and then I'll get what the measure of angle 1 is. And they put this little sign in front of it, angle 1. And then if I do this, 53, this becomes a 10, this becomes a 7. So 127 degrees. So then what do? Is I list them over here. Angle 1 is 127 degrees. Angle 2 is 53 degrees. Angle 3 is 127 degrees. And angle 4 is 53 degrees. 1 and 3 are the same, and 2 and 4 are the same. And this is your answer. All right, that's it.